Many families can benefit financially from an IRA or 401k. However, it frequently encourages people to begin investing. It is far easier to use a matching 401 plan supplied by your employer and to open your own account elsewhere and begin investing instead of any other form of retirement approach. Contributing money to a 401k for years, on the other hand, does not guarantee a prosperous life in retirement. Surprisingly, the average 401 balance is slightly more than $100,000, which is only a quarter of what most people require to retire. According to the AARP, approximately $1.2 million is required to provide a $40,000 income for 30 years or so. Why aren't individuals putting more money down for retirement? There is much more to ensuring a safe retirement than simply enrolling in a savings plan. Most people are unaware of the several ways to properly plan for retirement using a 401k. To assist, here is a list of the most common blunders that could cost you your retirement. Welcome to Cashflow Canvas, where we teach lessons about investment and money-saving techniques. If you want to make your financial future better, make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel for the latest updates. The first mistake is not taking advantage of a company match. The best feature of a 401 plan is the employer matching contribution. This is essentially a bonus paid by your employer when you contribute to your retirement account, which is normally based on a percentage of your wage. If your employer contributes up to 6% of your salary, be sure you contribute at least 6% to take advantage of the complete match. Otherwise, it's simply money that your company is keeping instead of paying you. In some situations, these matches can double your retirement funds. However, there is a catch, and that is what is known as vesting rules. The rules differ, but you may hold 0% of the company's contributions during your first year, 50% after 2 years, 75% after 3 years, and 100% after 4 years. This means that if you quit the company after only 1 year, you will forfeit any matching contributions. If you're thinking about changing jobs, be sure you're totally invested. You may determine that staying at a less desired job for a few more years is necessary in order to get that money. The second mistake is cashing out when you move jobs. If you must change employment for any reason, do not cash out your 401k. This could result in significant penalties due to age restrictions, as well as significant tax ramifications. Some funds permit you to leave money with your former employer, while others do not. If you must transfer the funds, consider rolling them into an IRA or your new employer's 401 plan. A straight rollover transfers cash directly into the new account, giving you little time to spend them. The third error is not raising contributions over time. 401k contributions are frequently calculated as a percentage of your earnings. As a result, if you contribute 6% to your 401k, your contributions will increase in pace with any raise in wages. However, if you want to get even further ahead financially, possibly reaching financial independence sooner, you should increase those donations even more. Assume you earn $75,000 per year and contribute 6% of your earnings, or $4,500, to your retirement plan. If you receive a 5% rise, your salary will increase to $78,750, bringing your 6% 401k contribution to $4,725. You now earn $3,750 more per year, yet your annual contribution has only increased by $225. In this case, you could afford to boost your annual contribution to 10%, or $7,500 each year. It may be tempting to seek instant enjoyment, but saving in your retirement can yield larger advantages. The fourth mistake is to be blind to investment performance. You made a decision about how to invest the money in your 401k at some point, probably when the account was started. The selections are most likely supplied based on different levels of risk. If you haven't been paying attention to how those investments are performing in comparison to the wider market, you should start now. Every year that passes is 1 year that you will not get back. Thus, it is critical to take full advantage of compound interest. A portfolio that averages 10% over a career versus one that averages only 6% will seem very different when it comes time to retire. The whole market averages around 10% every year, so that's a nice place to start. However, keep in mind that returns vary depending on market conditions. Compare the funds available to you to similar funds to determine if your returns are reasonable. You might compare the performance of a small cap fund to the S&P Small Cap 600 during the same time period if you own one. Compare your target date fund to an equivalent offered by a provider such as Vanguard. There is no incentive to keep an underperforming fund. The more years there are between today and your anticipated retirement date, the more aggressive you can be. You may conclude that there are no outstanding possibilities with your 401k, in which case you should redirect some extra funds after taking advantage of the match into an IRA or even a typical brokerage account. Mistake number 5 is buying too much business stock. You are likely to receive a discount on your company's stock. It's possible that this is a wonderful opportunity, but individual stock carries additional risk. Most individual investors, according to experts, should invest the majority of their money in index funds or exchange-traded funds, ETFs. A chunk of your portfolio, say 20% or so, could be made up of a single stock or numerous stocks, but be sure you're not allocating too much of your portfolio to one stock or putting too many eggs in one basket. Employees are frequently overconfident in their employment, putting a large portion of their retirement savings into stock, only to discover that the company is declaring bankruptcy. If your firm goes bankrupt, not only will your career be jeopardized, but so will your retirement. Sixth error, failing to recognize the disadvantages. It's vital to remember that 401s aren't ideal. It is prudent to be aware of these drawbacks and other options. For example, they often have a relatively restricted investment choices, usually ranging from a dozen to 2 options. While these options may be enough, the expenses associated with them are likely to be greater than those associated with an individual retirement account, which provides nearly limitless investing options. Don't underestimate the power of fees to eat away at your savings. Even 1 or 2% fees will significantly reduce the amount you've saved by retirement. Furthermore, IRAs allow you to invest in individual stocks if that is something you are interested in. Another important reason to consider diversifying your investment is taxation. Contributing to a Roth IRA ensures that you will not pay any taxes on those money during retirement, which can be a significant benefit because 401k distributions are taxed at conventional income rates. Whether taxes are better paid now or later is mostly determined by whether your income band is expected to be greater or lower upon retirement. If it is more than expected, income from a 401 will result in a hefty tax payment. Cashing out is mistake number 7. Using your 401k to make a large purchase is one of the worst things you can do for your financial future. It may be tempting to withdraw a large sum from your account to purchase a new car or expensive item rather than finance your purchase in another way, but this could have long-term consequences. If you withdraw before the age of retirement, you will be subject to steep penalties as well as a significant tax burden. The worst aspect about cashing out is that you will lose out on compound interest. Allowing that money to grow helps it to snowball much faster. Withdrawing funds from this account before retirement should be done only after all other options have been exhausted. It is possible to reduce the likelihood of resorting to this by establishing an emergency fund with at least 3 to 6 months of living expenses. Investing in a 401k is designed to be straightforward for average investors, and contributing to one is a great place to start. With a little basic understanding, you can generate a lot more passive money. Make the most of your account by saving early and frequently, resisting the temptation to withdraw funds, and controlling how your money is invested. These minor adjustments can significantly increase your savings over time, bringing you that much closer to handing in your resignation and living more comfortably in retirement. As we conclude, I'd like to thank you for watching. I hope you found value in this video and learned something new, and I look forward to seeing you in our future videos. I would deeply value it if you could like this video and subscribe to our channel. Your support will help us to create more valuable content, and we can work together to secure your financial future. What are the key takeaways from this video that you can share in the comment section?